Yo, it's your boy Lord Havoc, guys. Welcome to the Lord Havoc Gaming Channel, where every click, clutch, and chaos-filled moment goes down. From high-stakes Call of Duty to wild PC adventures, epic stories, and straight-up mayhem. You'll find it all right here. Smash that like button, sub if you're new, and hit that bell so you'll never miss a beat. Let's dive in and get it, boys. Oh, guys, this one's gonna be different. There's no Call of Duty video. What are we gonna do? I tell you what we're gonna do. Let me welcome you guys to Highland Point, where dreams are made, and occasionally you might get raided by the feds, or suppose they're talking. Anyways, you guys know me. It's me, Lord Havoc. You heard in the intro, and today we're diving deep into Schedule 1. Yep. No Call of Duty. It's gonna be a wild ride. This one's gonna be different. I got a lot of video and a lot of shit that I wanted to show you. So I tried to cram an hour and a half down into about 14 minutes. So hang in there. Hang in there. We started at the bottom, and we are still kind of at the bottom. But I have ambition. And in Schedule 1, you play as a fledgling dealer aiming to rebuild your uncle's empire after the police raided your camp. Well, not your camper, but raided your uncle's, and you had to take off in the camp. It really gives me Breaking Bad vibes, kind of like if it was to meet Animal Crossing, if Tom Nook sold more than just furniture. Anyways, right now, what I'm doing is the meth production. Now, to get started, you need to reach Hustler 5 rank. Then, head over to Oscar at the warehouse to purchase essential equipment. You're gonna need a lab oven, a chemistry station. Don't forget the ingredients. You need the pseudo, acid, and phosphorus. Remember, the quality will matter. The higher grade pseudo yields better product and profits. It's not like the marijuana in the game where you can just take it and put it on a drying rack and it gets better. It doesn't work like that. But let me explain to you what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm running back and forth to the store and I'm buying bananas, horse semen, and it used to be called Viagra. That stuff is all being put to be mixes to make stuff better. Here, that I just picked up is the pseudo. That is going to be your main ingredient to cooking the meth, and you actually have to go and meet Shirley to get this. But as you see, those mixing stations with all that stuff there is what I'm going to be mixing. You have to pay your employees, make sure that they have that money in there, or else they're not going to be doing nothing. This is the station. This is where I keep everything. I'm going to have my guys go back and forth to keep everything filled, so I don't have to. It's all going to be like automated. Deliveries are the lifeblood of your operation. For quick trips, grab that skate, get the gold one from the hardware store. For larger hauls, invest in a van. Those are really the only vehicles that you need. Just remember, speed and discretion are your best friends. Always monitor your inventory level, diversity your product line, and maintain good relationships with all of your suppliers and customers. Automation is your ally. Hire employees to manage tasks and expand your empire efficiently. You guys want to make sure you have the workers, and I can make tip videos. If you guys like this video and want me to continue doing more of these, I would be more than glad to make tip videos. But for right now, there's definitely some other things out there you guys can go and look at to show you exactly maybe how you want to run them. I don't think I have any of that here in this video. All of this is pre-recorded and everything, yes. But no, you want to get yourself some handlers, you want to get yourself your botanist, you want to have chemists, especially if you're going to be making meth, and even cocaine, you still have to have a chemist unless you want to do everything and all the mixing yourself. But we're trying to aim for an automated situation here and have them do everything for us so we don't have to, if that makes sense. It makes it for smoother operation, honestly, and it makes it a lot easier so you can go around and get everything you need to get done during the day, because things aren't open at night. So, you know, if you're running around at night, unless you're going to the warehouse for things, you can do that. But unless you need to go buy property, or if you're going like you want to go get tattoos or something, you know, just any of that shit, you know, you can't really do that at night. So just get yourself an automated system. You know, obviously, like I'm going here, you know, I got my deals and stuff, but I put everything at nighttime. You get a bonus for it. So at nighttime, I'm making my runs, I'm doing my thing, grabbing everything that I need. Here, I'm making sure that this is cooking because, again, it's nighttime. I want to give them a head start and everything. But But you do that, and then it gives you the opportunity that you can run around at night, make your money, and you make way more if you stay dealing. But stay dealing at nighttime. Leave the daytime for you to be able to do things, and your people, as long as you have them paid for, they will continue to make your work for you and continue to put stock up on the shelves. Now, a lot of people sit there and say, like, no, you probably don't want to overstock your shelves because you're going to end up with more product than you know what to do with. If I end up with more product than I know what to do with, I literally just start dumping it off to my dealers. They'll always have it. They'll always be moving some. They'll never be empty. They'll never have to run out and text me and say, hey, I've run out, and I don't have to stop doing what I'm doing to go get something to bring it back to them. It saves a whole lot of time. Now, after the whole meth situation, what I'm getting ready to do here is some of the weed that I've grown that I'm not listed for sale anymore, I'm going to take it and I'm going to make mixes, which I have right there 7 times. I'm going to take it and I'm going to make a stronger mix because a few people in the docks region have a higher level than a moderate desire for the pharmaceutical things that I have to give out. I was about to say the D word, but we won't say that because this is on the tube. But yeah, I'm getting ready to make mixes, and you want to have people will have different like things that they're interested in or things that they want the effects to do to them. And you know, some people say sedating, some people like spicy, some people want there's so much, and there's so many different mixes you can do. I have not even finished them all. I don't ever think I will, to be honest, because I'm satisfied on doing what I'm doing, and it's making me excellent money. Now, before we actually go ahead and get into doing the mixes, I'm just kind of getting everything ready, buying the supplies that I need. I'm going to go around first and do my deals. I got my meth picked up after I'm done here in the sweatshop. I'm going to head over to the barn, and no, I have not unlocked the docks yet. No, I have not reached endgame. I only have 60, maybe 61 hours on the game. Some people, I believe they said they reached endgame within 60 hours of gameplay. I don't know how, to be honest, because I'm just kind of trying to take my time with things and make sure things are going smooth, and you know, just I don't know how people get endgame in 60 hours. I'm not gonna say I'm not too far, but I'm not gonna say I'm really close either. I'm probably somewhere like intermediate. Anyways, guys, here is my favorite part of the game, is growing the bud. Switching gears to the greener side, guys. The weed and the coca cultivation. Here, we do both. Right now, Doc soon will just be coca later. But you want to start by acquiring seeds like OG Kush, Sour Diesel. OG Kush is really the main go-to. It's awesome. I have switched over to Green Crack, though, just for the addictiveness. Each strain does have a unique property, affecting potency and customer satisfaction. For the Coca, unlock the Docks region by reaching Enforcer rank and befriending contacts like, what's their name? Matt Cooper, Javier. He's one that you really want to get into and become friendly with. Once you have the Coca seeds, grow and process them into cocaine using the cauldron and the lab oven, which again is why I say that you need botanist and you're going to need chemist and handlers. You need all 3 of those to move this product or to do an automated version of this product. You can mix everything yourself, but you won't have time really to do anything else. And at nighttime, your plants don't grow, so you can't just sit around at night and do it. It won't work like that. But then you also want to be ready to package your products. Use the jars for bulk storage. You can use baggies for individual sales. Me personally, I've went the jar route, and for the weed, I've went the jar route, and I make everybody buy 5 or 10. If they text me and say 4, I'll put it up to 5 and, you know, set the price for adjusting to be 5. If somebody hits me up and they say 6, I might make it 5. I might take the risk and boot it up to 10. It just depends who it is. Every spender has a set amount that they can spend throughout the day. So you have to, as you play, you'll kind of figure that out, and you'll see who's who and who spends what. Javier is one of my favorite bops. I'm not gonna lie. He'll chase you down sometimes and just come in to buy stuff, even after you've already sold to him for the night. If you just wait around at 4 a.m. Same with Cranky Frank. My bad. Cranky Frank. Yeah, let's talk about Cranky Frank. He might be one of my favorite. He'll come up to you whenever. He'll come into you at midnight and buy something off you, and then he's texting you again an hour later ready to buy something else off you, and it'll be a different product too, and you can't meet him at night. You either have to say morning or evening, because the nighttime slot is usually after 4 a.m. and you can't add anybody else to the slot once it's within 2 hours of the next time. You have to pick the next time slot. Jessie is another loyal customer. I love Jessie. She'll chase you down too. But if you don't please her, she will try to stab you. And then you have to pull the gun out and flick her down. That's why I'm currently 0 bullets in the chamber. I didn't have it in this clip, to be honest. I'm going to make another montage after this one that's going to be me acting a fool, kind of showing you guys the darker side of Schedule 1. I think that'll be a lot of fun. And if you guys enjoy these videos, I'll get into the tricks and tips of this and sharing my story of how I got where I am. And I'm not all flashy and everything. I'm rocking the overalls, the orange bucket hat, got the bird chest on the tattoo, got the teardrop. You know, I'm not too flashy in the game. I'm kind of like doing my own thing with saving the money. Now, once I get the docks region up and going and I'm really reeling in money, once my bank account stays at about a steady 80K, I'll probably start like flexing a little bit in the game. I might go get that Chrysler car, but to be honest, the 2 vans is really all you need. You just want to have enough room to move your stuff, because that's really all you've got time to do. I mean, if you get on here and you play with friends, you know, you want to be a little flashy or whatever, you know, that's cool and all. But mainly, I'm focused on just building the empire and playing the game for the game itself. Now, there is a stealth system. If you're too obvious, cops will follow you. Change clothes, stash product, act casual. Yes, this game really hits that level of detail. Once the cash starts stacking, it's time to go full CEO. You can hire runners to deliver product or growers to manage your farm. You can even set their tasks, pay them well, and you'll keep things moving while you handle the big plays, like we talked about earlier. That's sorry if I'm double tapping, guys. Trying to keep it going. Yeah, you ever heard of the phrase too hot to touch? That's you if you start making big deals too fast. Cops start watching you. Your heat meter rises and you'll see them lurking around stash houses or tailing your van. If you go through a checkpoint or whatever, they'll try to search you. Or if you just take off running, you're under arrest and they're searching you. Now, a little key thing that I learned is if you're standing behind them or if they're looking at your back, it's almost like they can't see you. If you're walking forward towards the cops, it's like they'll see you way sooner than if you're walking backwards. Now, they will see you if you get too close to them backwards. They will, but it's way easier to move around. One of the deals, it's like right in front of the barbershop. It's almost like nobody on YouTube even talks about it. It took me a while to figure out, like, how the hell am I going to get this deal done? Well, if you make the little cut around the corner of the building and stay squatted and go in the bushes with your back turned towards the 2 police with the flashlights aiming that way, dude, you'll be fine. You can make them deals all day long. All day you can make them deals. Anyways, guys, there you have it. This is the crash course in building a criminal empire in Schedule 1. Remember, it's not just about making money. It's about making a name. Stay sharp, stay safe, and keep them profits rolling in.